Why, hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Story Mode in Girabania, where it's very foggy and overcast, and what else is new? I thought we were having suspiciously good weather and lighting conditions for a pretty prolonged amount of time there. Seems we were overdue for fog. Thanks to you, Vajra and her people need no longer live in fear. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word to them of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, friends, to Viranilia. Sounds good. Meet y'all down there. Come on, Koi friend. Here we are. So this is what this place looks like in the day. It was pretty dark last time we passed through. It's a nice area. If only I had your power, the things I would do. You're great as you are. Had the Kalyana's beliefs been closer to those of the Vera, this crisis could surely have been avoided. 'Twas your victory. 'Tis only meet that you be the one to tell my sister. I just hope we won't have to deal with any more primals before we march on Alamigo. Quite so. No more distractions. Ah, the winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Kalyana's sisters in her thrall. For this we thank you. Dermot did the deed. We bore witness to his heroism. However, Hello. Sorry, I should zoom out. I feel like I'm leaving you out of frame, Alice. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there's no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sister's plight at our peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path so that the day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together, Alamegans and Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully in time, they will too. You and yours will ever be friends of the Vera. On that you have my word. We should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything. All right, gang, let's go. To the Peering Stones. Here we are. Oh, hey, you two caught up. We heard about the Primal. Excellent work. If you're looking for Arenvald and his unit, they're currently investigating reports of suspicious activity in the area. The hero returned, together with his stalwart comrades in arms. Glad to hear you managed to deal with the Ananta's Primal before it could cause us any more grief. Gods know we have enough to worry about. Truly. Hang on. Cat wants out. Every time they come in here. And then as soon as I start talking into a microphone, they're like, oh wait, it's that? Never mind, I'm done. Cats. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Terrapin came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi's gone. Ah, but I should probably start at the beginning. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You saved a lot of lives, Dermot. Take pride in that. It must be said that this is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Kalyana's supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters, then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Veladina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally. He was also most emphatic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as him, but we are soldiers nevertheless. Nonetheless, we can deal with the Imperials. Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Monago. You've been away from your family too long. Don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. I suppose we can spare a little time for R&R. I know how you feel. I've never taken kindly to people telling me to rest. Much will hinge on whether we can capture or destroy Specula Imperatoris. Though the facility was unassailable from the north, it's very much vulnerable to attack from the south. Naga used to tell me stories about her home, but somehow it didn't really register that we'd be up this high. We are pretty high, huh? Looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a lot of proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of the Veladina. Honored guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. Ooh. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. Always happy when our gang gets a little bit of downtime. Just to chill a bit. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. Yes, game, respect, game. Actually, she's probably a way better cook than me. I'm still not the highest of levels. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. My mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius. Of course, Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too if I'd been older. But they didn't have to die. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts, and they treat us like them. They push, and until someone pushes back. Until someone takes up arms, or summons a god, a false god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die and nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on? These questions are way above my pay grade, Lise. I guess you'd have to ask them. I admire the attempt at wordplay, Dermot, but I guess we'll go with that one. I don't think the gods listen to people like me. Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better, somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, huh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Derman. You too. Glad when we get little scenes also, just with our little buds. Little one-on-ones are nice. How long has it been since I last saw my father? Maybe Alphino and I should plan a trip to Charlian. When all of this is over, I mean. That'd be nice. So if your mother's food is so good, why are you such a terrible cook? Honestly, you've got to get her to teach you the basics while we're here. Your cooking must be quite bad. Because I've got other skills. In case you've forgotten, I'm one of the finest hunters this tribe has ever seen. And anyway, I don't remember you being a master culinarian. None of us here are master culinarians, that's okay. There is something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. That it will. Ooh. Appreciate that. I'd love to be able to fly out here soon. Ooh, and some food for me. Very good. Let's, it feels like we were supposed to have just sort of spent the night hanging out, having food, and going to sleep, but it's still, like, not even 7 o'clock yet. Hang on, let me just, I'll, just do a little, That's better. This feels a little bit more appropriate for the time and such. All right. Alphino, I am now ready to go. Alphino hopes that you are ready to rejoin the main host. Yes, now. I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There is a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. Lovely. Lead the way, team. Come on, Quay friend. To the peaks! Oop, this is not the way to the peaks. To the peaks! It's a hot, sunny new day here in Garabania, and we are ready to push the advantage. Advance the revolution's front line. Alliance recruit, let me through. Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alagiri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, huh? Dang, y'all are wasting no time. And back into the peaks we go.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Got us a nice new place to start working and everything. I like it up here. So I mentioned earlier, last episode, this one, I think it was last one, that back in the previous part of Garabania, we'd only really been able to access a part of the region before, when we'd first been through, because the bridge was Imperial held and blocked off. Kind of same up here. We're up much higher in the mountains now, by the way we entered this time, as opposed to last time when we came in down there, and we're down in that village trying to recruit folks, climbed this sort of hourglass pyramid. You remember, it was a while ago, but now we're all the way up here, which is really cool. It's kind of 2 zones for the price of 1. my village. The one we visited with Mefred's far to the north. There's no easy way to get to it from here, though. I mean, there's one easy way, but it's not an easy way I would advise. Through the pass and onward to the southeast, was it? The Imperials sure do like their towers, don't they? They love their towers. They cannot get enough of their towers, let me tell you. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those 3 towers to the east? That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. So you see now why Veladina was so important, huh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Alighieri. And I'm eager to get there. Ooh, that looks neat too. Hopefully someone will tell us what that is. I think I see where we're headed even. I recognize the ether crystal explosion. There are fewer of those out here, which kind of makes sense. We're sort of further from the ground zero of the Silver Tier Lake stuff that happened with Midgard-Stormer and that, the Agrius, that Imperial warship that crashed and just caused all of Eorzea to be ether-drenched, and I guess the Cataclysm did a lot of that too. Just all those big crystal formations we see everywhere in Eorzea. We didn't really see all that stuff out in Doma, and even up here, out in the Alamegan region, it's less frequent. Relatively. Which I like. I like as a attention to kind of world detail. This place is big. Made it. Alighieri's famous for that giant crystal. Some say Rhaegar himself put it there. Oh, maybe that one predates all the rest then. The settlement is remarkably intact. I see little evidence of fighting. Me either. I guess I'm grateful that that was one fight that could just happen off camera and just get settled for us. Alighieri was once a hub of trade and commerce, as I recall, hence the need for a large central square. That tracks. Oops, sorry, I meant to talk to Monago, but good to see you too. Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see that you've been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine. The Imperials fled at our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing's impeccable. We were about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you're ready. Can do. Feels good winning. And sometimes even winning without me having to do stuff. Rather cowardly of them. Uncharacteristically so. I don't know why the Imperials would abandon Alighieri without a fight, but I'm glad they did. So that's why the village was unharmed. That does explain it, doesn't it? Monago would rather not keep General Alden and the others waiting. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we've got a meeting to attend. All right, off to it. After I attune to this, of course. It's going to make it so much easier to come back here. Nice spot, though. Cool architecture. It's real different from anything you see in other regions. Okay, General, proceed. That everyone? Then let us begin. Alighieri is ours, and for a mercy, we took it without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, should we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenos to surrender a fortified settlement of strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I'll not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alami goes through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Castrum Abania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we'll need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see. Then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I've no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. To the assault, then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperatoris. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Alagiri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Derman after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. I mean, if she wants to fight, I do say let her fight. But I think that's understood, so... Don't do anything too reckless, alright? We need you. I won't. I promise, I'll do what Conrad says. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alice can stay with Derman. Oh, I'd love that. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. And she can take care of me. When I space out again, you have your orders. Dismissed. Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility. Very pretty. But also, deep within an Imperial research facility are not words you want to hear in combination. In almost any context.
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alighieri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specula Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the Watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Found you.
Glad he's doing good work, because that's all seeming pretty ominous to me, LSA. So full of fire and eager, weren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong, and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. Lise will be fine. So what does this look like? Oh, it's what I'm wearing. Convenient. LSA is ready to depart Alighieri when you are. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Arenvald's squadron. They're already searching other nearby areas, so we have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. Hard to imagine what such a thing could be, LSA, but good to know. Already set up and ready to go out here. But let's start patrolling. We've Imperial forces to sniff out. Not now, huge bugs. Another time, maybe. This looks promising. Anything? It's pretty out here. I like it. Hey. But I don't like you. Or your enormous monster bulldog. Goodness, look at that thing. Canis pugnax. Very large, angry buff dog. This looks promising as well. That's a weird thing. Haven't seen anything like that before. Clear out. There we go. I'll grab that later. LSA is waiting. And I'm sure not going to keep LSA waiting. Good work. Give me a moment, Derman. Say that again, if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Arenvald. The pair that was spying on us in the Fringes has followed us here. What about you, Derman? Any trouble? Just a few. And there I was, thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. Me too. I feel a little nervous not being there, actually, the longer I think about it. It's just things have been going so well for us, I don't love leaving things to chance now. Pippin!
Whoa! You've improved, lad.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
They've gotten a lot better at staging, like, battle scenes. Well, all scenes, really, but that's just a place where the improvements are felt a bit more strongly.
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mustered and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help them. To lead the bloody charge. But I have my orders. Lord Xenos said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Xenos yourself. I thought not. Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. For us. For our people. For our future.
I need you to confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Now that is a cannon.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery.
Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat! Now! Relay the orders!
Understood. All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. You heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at Castromabania. But that was an Imperial installation, and their troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell's being jammed, or... We have to go, right now. They need our help. On that, you and I very much agree. The fear in Alice's eyes is unlike anything you've ever seen before. This way. There's no time to lose. After you. Better run. On the lookout for familiar faces. Don't like how closed that door is. Kinda seems like that's in the way. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Pull yourself together. The gate. This is our way inside. We need to find my brother. Right now. Oh, good, we can get in. Then yes. The locks on the massive gate appear to have been disabled. You need only prise them open to pass through. In we go. Looking rough. But seeing a few familiar names standing up, that's good. It shall be done. Damn it, I don't see him. My brother Orlys. Maybe the general knows something. Hey, boss. I'm glad you're here, Lieutenant. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us, on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think they had it in them. To kill their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where's my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating and many remain unaccounted for. Alice, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. Got it. All right, search for wounded soldiers in need of assistance. Can do. Let's run. Okay. You there, on your feet, and maybe leave. Thank you. I think I can manage on my own. Good, you get moving. Hey, Temple Knight. Unresponsive, not great. On your feet, Flame Soldier. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? You get yourself out of here quick, like. Storm Soldier, you too. Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? Ooh, there. Aligiri's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Good. See that you do. Hey, you feeling responsive yet? Come on. Ugh. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you. Dermot Durami, ward of Hasforton. We fought together on the steps of faith. You saved my back then. And now. Oh yeah, the big dragon. I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. Conrad? Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. Don't like the sound of that. Please? Oh, Alphino, thank goodness. Your sister's going to be real relieved. Dermot, full glad am I to see you. Wait, where's my sister? She's fine. She's going to be so happy/angry to see you. Very emotional. Oh, mighty Roger. Oh, noble Azima, I beg of you, do not take him from us.
Conrad! Conrad, speak to me!
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castrum Abania,
Next round, double the charge.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
About time you showed up. Jeez, man.
That's the cerulean pipeline!
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts. You're welcome, boy.
Notify all units! I want that intruder found! And get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon! The savages are coming!
Oh, we very, very are, but maybe not right this exact second. No, 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 you can't. Not now. I promise. We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God's is my witness, there will be a reckoning. That is almost definitely true. But I think it's going to have to wait till next week, I'm afraid. Thank you all very much for watching, though, and I will see you next week for some more story mode. Take care until then, one and all, and goodbye.